Welcome back to the series on Take Home Assignment 2. We are now about to work on question 5. By the way, I've just turned up the video settings, so it might take a larger file size, but the quality should be better. Hopefully the screen's not too blurry. I'm hoping you'll be able to read things from the previous questions, but this should make it easier and less squinty to be able to see the text on the screen. So hopefully this will work out here. All right, so we are now on question 5, which is about Grave City. Now I went ahead and copied in my template as I've done before. After the math model, I went ahead and did it before. Thought it would be easier this way. So this is a city is trying to relocate police substations to get better enforcement in high crime areas. So we want to totally cover all of our seven locations, 7 areas, if you will, with as few substations as possible. So we have, is that bolded? I don't think so. We have XI, where I goes from 1 to 7, where XI is if a police substation is located in area I is 1. There we go. 0 if not. Okay, that's very important. Where XI is 1 if a police substation is located in area I, 0 if not. Okay, and then we want to minimize all of our decision variables. So I'm going to be lazy here, and I'm going to copy the plus, the x, and the underscore. And now watch this. So I'm using the number pad. 2, paste, 3, paste, 4, paste. So you notice I copied everything after the number up until the next one. And so I can just, boom. Copy and paste is your friend. But be careful. If you're not paying attention, you can get yourself into trouble. But like any good tool, like a sharp blade or something, it can really help you if you use it safely. Okay, so what do we have left? Well, we have our constraints. Well, really, all we need to do is just make sure we're covering all of our different regions. So we have up on that table in blue, excuse me, we have the 7 regions, and we have the different decision variables. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can say x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 plus x7. I can't even say it. Forget type that whole thing. It's awful. You can do it that way and just put zeros and ones where they need to be. But I much prefer to do things this way and say x1 plus x5, right? Because we have x1, 0, 0, 0, x5 plus x7 because x6 is 0. So this has to be at least 1 because location A must be covered, and location A is only possibly covered by locations or else. So I'm using A and 1 kind of interchangeably. So A is covered by 1 and by 5 and by 7 and so on. I guess these are the yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So 1, 5, and 7. Don't need to type that again, excuse me. Okay, so then we need x1, x2, and x5. Oh, and x7. There's 4 of them. And x7, x1, x2, x5, x7. Okay, greater than or equal to 1. And we keep going. We just basically take, I can't really point very easily to the screen, we just take 1 row at a time and we copy that in. So this one is 1, 3, and 5. To speed the video up, I've already recorded these, so I will simply type them in. Okay, x1, x3, x5. Then we have x2, x4, x5. Well, I should have added the spaces beforehand. Oh, well, I'll do it this way. I'll come back and do it in a second. Okay. And there's 3 more. I'm just going to copy them all in. So that's the process, though. x2, x4, x5, x3, x4, x6, x4, x5, x6, x1, x5, x6, and x7. So you just simply type in the variable if it has a 1 next to it in the relevant row of the table, and then you just omit it if it has a 0. So we have this very long list of constraints, and of course we can't forget that each of our decision variables must be either 0 or 1. Okay, so let's cut the video here, and then we'll pick up onto the rest of the spreadsheet model.